Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And now, the question of today is, where are you guys watching from, and are you still buying crypto? Let us know in the comment section down below, and let's get on with the video. So, first of all, I think a little bit of FUD is going around. I was just checking one of the news aggregator sites, which just puts a lot of the crypto news in one order. And one of the most read articles was Ripple rising, centralized cryptocurrency sees 30% gain in one day. When I clicked it, however, it just leaves you at the homepage of ccn.com, most likely because something is fake about it. Maybe it was just a guy who was not supposed to be writing on there, or maybe because CCN has it locked away or something like that, because apparently they've stopped with all the crypto news on this website, as the latest news comes from May, which is pretty strange, but maybe I'm doing something wrong. If you just go to ccn.com, you still find some stuff, but it's not really crypto anymore, and I don't really know what's going on here, guys. If you know, let me know in the comment section down below. By the way, if you are enjoying the daily crypto videos, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for more daily crypto content, because it helps me out a ton, right? It really does. So all the support you guys have been given, I appreciate it a ton. Chainlink likely to correct before reaching new all-time highs. A lot of crazy predictions are being made about Chainlink right now, because it's one of the coins with the best performance out of this whole year, and just doing extremely well, and really satisfying to watch or even hold. However, some are wondering now, and even warning investors, that either something like what happened to Compound could happen, the coin that went down 46% or so again after it reached a new all-time high, or it could be that we get to a very steep correction before getting to the newer all-time high. Because again, the predictions are kind of split apart. Either some are saying we're going to see one major boost just now, breaching it far past its all-time high. Some are saying no, we're going to go down a lot first before we see that, because people are not ready for it yet. And the reason it's doing pretty good right now is mostly, in my opinion, due to this partnership, at least due to the announcements they've been making surrounding it. Craig Wright gets trial before jury over autism claims. Now, I find that type of stuff so strange, and I also don't know why we're spending this much time in the articles about Craig Wright. Yes, he is probably faking a lot of things. Yes, he is most likely claiming a lot of things which are not true. Yes, he most likely is not Satoshi Nakamoto. But in the end, why does it matter that much what he is or what he is not? If we just skip him altogether, if we just didn't give him that much authority and such a voice, I think we'd also calm down with his claims, because most of it is most likely to get the most amount of money, but maybe also for his name. Maybe he just wants to be the top guy, but maybe he also did, for example, write Bitcoin white paper. He is Satoshi Nakamoto, and now they're trying to silence him. They don't want people to know, and thus then he created Bitcoin SV, Satoshi Vision, to make sure that his prophecy went onward. But maybe it's all just a big money grab, and he wants this attention so he can become maybe the first trillionaire or something like that. Maybe that's his goal. Why tomorrow's $1 billion Bitcoin options expiry may not trigger any volatility. Guys, if you don't know about this, then maybe quit. I've explained it in my videos 5 or 6 times already. Every time these options come around, every time they expire, it doesn't do anything for the price. And even though the options in total in amount of money might be increasing drastically, it has yet to do anything, and it will most likely not do anything significantly for the next very long while. I know it's a prediction, but it's also one that's based upon history, and I guess it's also a little bit of logic. But let's quickly go over it for if you didn't watch any of my previous videos. Tomorrow, $1 billion worth of monthly and quarterly Bitcoin options will be expiring. This will be the largest option expiry that Bitcoin has ever seen. Some analysts believe that the event will spark some massive volatility, and that being said, the sharp downward movement seen yesterday evening may have actually been the movement that was widely expected by traders. One analyst believes that this signals that the benchmark crypto is poised to see even further sideways trading, with tomorrow's expiry being a non-event now. And that's exactly what I'm thinking. Most likely nothing is going to be happening. Even if something does happen, it is most likely not because of this event. Ripple exchange wallets lose millions in XRP in malicious attack. And one question I had for you guys, because you all know I'm not English, it's not my first language. Is this correct? I was debating him on my own. I was like, it's supposed to be 1-0, but a lot of you guys are teachers and know the English language so well that you can tell me if there's an exception where you're allowed to use 2 O's or if it's just a mess up by this guy himself. If you know, put it in the comment section down below because I'm interested. According to a report, several exchanges have fallen victim to a hack because they incorrectly implemented the partial payment method of the XRP ledger. XRP Tools reports that it has successfully stopped 3 attacks during June from malicious actors targeting exchanges. So that's a pretty big mess up. But yeah, some of these merchants and guys have been very, very open and vulnerable to malicious attacks because of a failure in configuring the XRPL when it is integrated with the exchange platform or one of the other institutions. In fact, it is a recurring error that has allowed malicious actors to empty wallets containing XRP of a platform of a trader. According to the tool dedicated to prevent and stop this kind of attack, XRP, only during June 3 have been successfully stopped. And on the Twitter account, the tool advised the exchanges to check their settings. Explorer claims that malicious actors are constantly looking for platforms to allow them to take advantage of this partial payments feature. And I don't think it's important to know exactly what it is about and also how they can prevent it, because you are not an exchange, you are not open to this type of stuff, so don't worry about it. If you do have an exchange, you probably shouldn't be talking to me because I'm not the best guy to help you out. Maybe seek somebody who really knows XRP Ledger or these integrations and things. Because, well, it would be a pretty bad deal if your money got stolen. You know, you just opened your exchange, you're completely happy, you're able to help people now, and boom, all your money's gone. All your XRPs just left the building. Yeah, I wouldn't be too happy myself, personally, if that were to happen. But that's just me, though. More than 14 million XRP deposits within the first week of listing on CoinLoan. Now, this article is from 2 days ago, but I had yet to really talk about it. Or at least, I mentioned it briefly, I believe, but not really anything more than just the title, possibly. But yes, on the 1st of June, Ripple XRP became officially listed on CoinLoan platform. And within a week, users deposited more than 14 million XRP tokens on the platform, making CoinLoan the leading cryptocurrency lending service that uses Ripple, according to the company. Users who deposit their Ripple tokens, I'm annoyed that they say Ripple right there, on the platform can benefit from up to 5.7% API, or Y, and take out loans with XRP as collateral. This is the reason the company considers many XP holders to use or choose CoinLoan. Well, I think it's pretty interesting that loans are becoming more and more available in the crypto space, because generally, you would not really, put loaning money and crypto in the same pocket. Now, I know, for example, Perfect Money allows loaning as well, but up to this day, I don't really know how you can make sure that somebody comes back. So if you're loaning some money out, what type of rules are in place to make sure you come back? I know with, these systems, maybe it's just the KYC, know your customer, where you have to upload your ID and maybe some other bank papers. But what if you really are not able to, you loan quite a lot of money and you're never able to pay it back, or you go bankrupt? You loan it with a company, you go bankrupt. What happens then? Because these companies are not as, easy to spot everything that's going on in your life as a bank would, or some other credit provider that's, for example, local to you, right? Or some bigger investors, mostly to do some real digging. But if there was already 14 million XRP deposited the first week, yeah, maybe these guys don't care. Or maybe they do really, really care, but I just don't know about it. I don't know. Bitcoin dominance to fall. These 3 altcoins to benefit. Trader. Well, whenever the Bitcoin dominance falls, most of the top coins will actually benefit from it. Now, here, Parabolic Thieves, or King Thieves, says, according to a prediction posted by him, the Ethereum price is preparing for a decisive up move against Bitcoin, and this forecast is based on the Market God integral indicator designed by the trader. Ethereum and Bitcoin appears to be ever so close to breaking up out of this pattern in a move that could or would confirm bullish continuation. Keeping an eye on here, mainly since I'd expect Ethereum plus XRP plus Litecoin to be the quickest to move up in a breakdown of Bitcoin dominance. And again, this is just a thing of like, we'll see, we'll wait it out for right now, because it's really kind of obvious to state that these are the three top coins that will go bullish if the Bitcoin dominance were to go down, or even if the Bitcoin price were to go down and altcoins were to stay positive, right? That's basically what happens when Bitcoin dominance goes down. It means that the altcoins are performing better than Bitcoin, or Bitcoin is performing worse than altcoins. It's the same words but said differently. You guys know what I mean? It's the same meaning but said differently. But it's like, for example, if Bitcoin goes up, but it's going up less than alt, so you guys get me right there. It's just that phenomenon. And I think it's really, really obvious to state. However, it doesn't mean that it will happen, pretty soon or anything like that. It doesn't necessarily mean that. And thus, it's a waiting game. Bitcoin 10K is going to be a very important mark. And I guess for some other coins here, Ethereum 250, XRP 20 cents, Litecoin $50, Bitcoin SV. I don't think $200 was a really, really heavy one, but it's one of the most psychological hurdles there. Bitcoin Cash, same story. 250, I don't think it has acted as a very, very strong barrier, but it still is. I mean, 250 is, again, a really, really nice round number, and it's been a couple weeks since we got there for Bitcoin Cash, so we'll see. We just said that already. $1 billion Bitcoin options expire on Friday. Upcoming showtime? Well, most likely no, so don't even think about it. Bitcoin is a bet against the ruling class, says billionaire venture capitalist. Billionaire venture capitalist Chamath Palihapitiya called Bitcoin a bet against the ruling class. The social capital CEO recommended all investors allocate 1% of their portfolio to Bitcoin as an insurance against economic collapse. He said, Bitcoin to me is the only thing that I've seen so far that is really fundamentally uncorrelated to the decision-making process and to that decision-making body. He said also, if your Bitcoin bet pays off, it'll be cataclysmically destructive for the world. And that'll have enormous consequences to many people we all know and care about who weren't hedged in Bitcoin. So you almost don't want to make it happen, or you don't want it to happen. Bro, one thing I'm going to say about this whole situation here is it's really smart to kind of bet on Bitcoin. Why so? Well, because if you really go and put the odds in a little bit of a list for yourself, what if it doesn't work out? What if Bitcoin goes all away together? Well, that would be billions of dollars kind of wiped out. That's one thing out of it all. It would also mean a lot of these billionaires in crypto right now, they're just going to be gone. Right? But are they going to make that? Are they going to let that happen? Well, most likely no. There's already quite a lot of countries here that are really relying on blockchain. And if Bitcoin were to fade out right now, go all the way back to nothing or just become obsolete or useless, it'll most likely break down blockchain's spirit. And it will most likely take another, let's say, for example, 7 or so years, maybe even 10, maybe more, for us to get to the adoption that we're at right now. If Bitcoin were to get all the way, to the bottom. Now, that is not speaking of if a coin does better than Bitcoin and becomes a new number one. I'm talking about if the real crypto market falls down significantly and Bitcoin becomes kind of obsolete. Now, one of the main reasons how that could happen is if the US or China or one other central authority or entity decided to step in, spend some trillions possibly on equipment of mining, take over, short Bitcoin with, the full might and put a 51% attack on Bitcoin. It could really break it. I don't know what would happen then. Second of all will be a quantum computer coming into play. Them, again, having the best computer out there, breaking the whole system. That could work. And I think those are the two main ones for Bitcoin to really, really evolve. But again, that's all you can kind of bet for. Because all the other options, it's not going to break Bitcoin. It's most likely just going to act as a little bit of a volatile move. But it won't break it. And if it doesn't break, again, what doesn't break you makes you stronger, or whatever the sentence is in English. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's true. For Bitcoin, if they fall down, it would just go back up higher sooner rather than later. Hacker group stole $200 million from cryptocurrency exchanges. Researchers' crypto core group used spear phishing emails to lure victims. It's just a little bit of a call out to you guys. Watch out with emails. Watch out with pictures. Watch out with hyperlinks. Just make sure you check everything twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times if you have to. Don't ever press an exchange email if you haven't asked for it yourself. And even if you did ask for it yourself, triple check it just to be sure, because daily thousands of people get scammed daily, every single day, and that might as well one day be you. So watch out, guys. Please do. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody, and have a very, very nice day. I hope you enjoy your weekend that is about to come. It's Thursday, but still, enjoy it already.